Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in the red alert part of hurricane season because we have two bodies to watch that could become detrimental to landlubbers. But right now, our main focus is on this one over here, which has a 20% chance of developing over the next 48 hours and a 70% chance over the next 5 days. And please remember, when hurricane season gets started, it doesn't really stop until about October, late or middle of November. And it is 2021, so no one knows. And right now, we're kind of throwing darts at the board, trying to figure out where it's going to go. It's anywhere between down here to over here. My guess would be this general area. But as I said, nobody knows. And this thing probably won't make landfall until somewhere between late on the 18th or on the 20th. The GFS says landfall around the 18th as that says 995 millibar low, which would put it right at the border of a Category 1 hurricane. But if you'll notice, they're keeping the low separated from the convection, although the GFS keeps spinning up two different lows, which is very interesting. But once again, I want to say the main problem is going to be rain. We may get a tropical storm with Category 2, Category 3 damage rain, if you know what I'm talking about. The CMC Music Factory model puts it landfall on the 19th, and it would separate the low down here from the convection over here, and it would make it just a giant clump of rain. The NavGem has it coming in as a tropical storm to very south Texas around the 19th as a big rainmaker for a lot of people. The icon goes with separating the low from the convection, moving the convection into Louisiana and most of the low into Texas around the 19th. And then the King Euro moves it into Louisiana around the 19th as a tropical storm. So, like it has been my guess, that this will probably be a tropical storm or a Cat 1 hurricane, but it could definitely be a very big rainmaker. The latest rain total guesses over the next week have really backed off, which is good news, and let's hope it stays that way. But it's best to be prepared for the worst and pray for the best. But either way, I think Louisiana is going to be getting a lot of rain. And so, heads up, my Cajun Navy. I appreciate you guys. And just everybody in Louisiana, be ready, and especially in East Texas, parts of Alabama and Mississippi as well. The mean of the ensembles has it cutting across the New Orleans part of Louisiana as about a tropical storm, and then pushes it through Alabama and Mississippi. But like I said, what really we're watching here is the amount of water that will come in storm form. Hey, I rhymed, and I didn't even know it. Well, I knew it. Anyway, so this event is probably going to take place in about 100 to 120 hours. And the window still puts it about to here, over to here. Like I said, I definitely think it'll be somewhere in here. Could be totally wrong. We'll have to check out. Everybody's guessing these days. And please remember, hurricane season is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I should be here with you every single step of the way. Things are super duper crazy, though. So no one should guess that, or no one should be super confident that we will be here. I don't want to get too cryptic on y'all, but I'm just saying things are weird, man. And 2021 definitely seems dangerous. The NWS today said, hey, we have a considerable damage tag to the warning in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Please turn around and don't drown. This brought to us by the Starving Matt. Due to the escalating flash flood threat, especially in Camden County. So everybody up there in the Northeast, in the areas mentioned, please be on the lookout, stay safe, stay cool, and be smart. We have a whole bunch of hot heat coming to the west of the USA, which will cause a lot of fire problems. We need to stay on top of that. And if you thought people were going crazy post-pandemic just regularly, now with all the heat, I can already tell people are starting to lose their minds. And multiple police officers have warned that it is going to be a long, dangerous summer as the heat makes people lose their minds. And so as Asteroid Fight Club me, I'm asking everybody to stay cool, even though I know it's going to get hot. ERCOT today asked all Texans to conserve their red meat consumption No, wait a minute. That would have made Texans lose their freaking minds. But they did ask Texans to reduce their electricity usage until Friday. This has to do with the Saturn-Uranus square, I imagine, because the last time we had a Saturn-Uranus square was the middle of February of 2021, and that was when we lost power for a while. And so they're asking you to conserve your electricity, and it's not even that hot yet. I don't know, man. Everything's crazy. Everything's definitely crazy. But I'm going to try to stay cool, have a sense of humor, and enjoy whatever the heck comes my way as much as I can. Because that's how my dad, my stepdad, my mom, and my family and friends trained me to do. Okay? But yeah, buddy, the heat is on. The heat is on. And I usually get like one electricity bill every summer, maybe two. It's like $250, which is 4 or 5 times my normal. So yeah, summer can be strange in multiple ways. And right now I'm not that worried about the thing coming off of Africa, the wave, but that could change. But it seems like the wind shear will be tearing apart things in the Gulf and things coming off Africa for now. It's when and if wind shear goes down, we really have to worry about larger category hurricanes, Cat 2, Cat 3, Cat 4, possibly Cat 5. But then there's always the atmospheric defense team, but we should not rely on that because it is a theory. But things can change fast from one side to the other. Here, we didn't have even the idea of possibly a hurricane in the 12Z models, but the rain was like, oh my God, that is going to be so bad. But now they've come down on the rain totals, but they've strengthened the categories a little stronger. So we'll have to see as this windshield wipers back and forth for another 5 days. But yeah, tropics are heating up fast this early season, and the heat is heating up fast this early season. And in my opinion, the flooding has been heating up pretty fast this season so far. I would like to say super duper happy birthday to the Army. My Uncle Butch, my godfather, was in the Army, and the Army has been helping us keep it together for 246 years. They do it without a lot of credit, without a lot of pay, but I just want to say thank you. I appreciate everyone serving and everyone that has served. And so I'll be here giving everybody the details and things we need to watch out for, but definitely we're watching this thing in the Gulf. And I've noticed things were exploding today. This is a huge chemical fire north of Rockford, Illinois. This is a fire and an explosion from a gas station in Russia. Seemed kind of big to be a gas station, but I guess they have a lot of gas there. It looks like a mushroom cloud of fire. AccuWeather letting us know strong thunderstorms swept through Morgantown, West Virginia Sunday, transforming this street into a flooded river. Hey, over here it says volcano. NATO says attack in space could trigger mutual defense clause. Yeah, but what about an attack in cyberspace? Selena, fire and cyber attack caused major blackouts across Puerto Rico as the cyber attacks have really been ramping up here in 2021. And just like the last Saturn-Uranus square, Bitcoin has done decently, getting back up to 40,000. But, you know, as my prediction is, it almost seems like it's redoing this thing right here, like boom, and then it'll hit up to 40, and then it'll drop down. I think we're going to drop down to between 20,000 and 10,000 before the year is out. Hey, the James Webb will observe the universe's first galaxies, reveal of birth of stars and planets, and look for exoplanets with potential of life. That's usually the things astronomers say to us when they're letting us know the Webb telescope launch date slips again. And I'm doing my best to be as forgiving as possible because we're all going through something right now. And in one way or another, the last 2 years have been rough. And it's definitely been challenging our mental health. BAM Weather letting us know the evening GFS is soaked in the next 10 days. And so buckle up for a pretty wild ride, and I'll be keeping you guys posted along the way. Thank you, Asteroid Fight Club, for being awesome. I love y'all. Stay cool, and I will talk to y'all in the near future.